Opening with the queen's pawn controls the center and usually leads to a more positional development of the pieces. The Indian game begins by controlling the important e4 square with the knight, rather than a pawn. c4 builds a strong center by controlling the important d5 square, and creates a square for the knight to come to c3 without blocking the c-pawn. The king's Indian defense prepares to develop the bishop to g7, allowing white to build up a strong center, which black will later try to undermine. Knight c3 prepares the e2-e4 pawn push and helps control the d5 square. Bishop g7 puts the bishop on the long diagonal in a move called a fianchetto. e4 takes full control of the center. d6 controls the e5 square and allows the light-squared bishop to develop. f3 supports the e4 pawn and prepares to develop the dark-squared bishop to e3 and the queen to d2, a common attacking setup versus fianchetto systems. e5 attacks white's central d4 pawn. Knight ge2 develops the knight toward the center and protects the d4 pawn. Castling gets the king out of the center of the board, while also developing a rook. This threatens to win material through a tactic. This stops the opponent from being able to win material through a tactic. Moving from its starting spot, the queen gets involved in the game. Black develops the knight and attacks the center. Right on target. That's not a mistake, but it's not the best move either. This defends a pawn that was under attack and had no defenders. After all captures, this is an equal trade. This misses a better way to recapture a piece. This maintains the balance in material with a good trade. Recaptures. Black develops further. This allows the knight to control more squares. Very precise. White develops the bishop and attacks the center. This overlooks an opportunity to develop a queen off its starting square. This connects the rooks, which helps them work together. This connects the rooks, which helps them work together. This is not the right idea. There were worse moves, but also something much better. This misses an opportunity to evade the check from the opposing queen. This allows the opponent to pin a bishop. This misses an opportunity to pin a bishop. This is not the right idea. This is a fair move. This threatens to tactically win a bishop. This overlooks a better way to challenge the opposing rook for the open file. This missed an opportunity to punish a mistake. After all captures, this is an equal trade. Takes back. This attacks a rook, winning a tempo when it moves away. This maintains the balance in material with a good trade. Recaptures. The piece finds a new active square. Applying pressure to white's pawn chain. This is the strongest option. This is an equal trade. Recaptures. This mobilizes the knight, allowing it to control more of the board. That's fine. This threatens to tactically win a pawn. This forces the opponent to isolate a pawn. Takes back. Right on target. Black will be winning a pawn with that fork. This overlooks a better way to evade the check from the opposing rook. This overlooks an opportunity to increase a bishop's scope by moving it to a better square. This permits the opponent to win a tempo by threatening a bishop. This attacks a bishop, winning a tempo when it moves away. This defends the attacked pawn. This misses an opportunity to attack a pawn chain. This allows the opponent to win a tempo by threatening a knight. This wins a tempo by threatening a knight and forcing it to move away. This defends a knight that was under attack and had no defenders. This is the only move that works. After all captures, this is an equal trade. Recaptures. This leaves a pawn without defenders. This overlooks an opportunity to capture a free pawn. Takes back. This misses an opportunity to offer an equal trade of pieces. This is the only good move. Recaptures. This overlooks an opportunity to defend a pawn that was under attack. Pushing a passed pawn. This defends the attacked pawn. This misses an opportunity to increase a bishop's scope by moving it to a better square. The game was close to equal, but now black has the advantage. Black had an advantage, but now the game is close to equal. There was only one good move there. That's not a mistake, but it's not the best move either. A very strong play. This offers an equal trade of pieces. This moves the rook to safety. This threatens to tactically win a rook. This stops the opponent from being able to tactically win a rook. This is the only good move. Black begins maneuvering the bishop toward a more active square. White was worse off, but now they are in a losing position. Takes back. Very precise. A solid choice. There were worse moves, but also something much better. This is the strongest option. This is a fair move. This reveals a check on the king. This maintains the balance in material with a good trade. This makes a passed pawn. One of the best moves. A very strong play. Right on target. This is an equal trade. The pawn is now passed because it can no longer be challenged by pawns as it tries to promote. Placing a rook behind an opposing passed pawn can inhibit the pawn's ability to promote. The passed pawn moves towards its goal. Very precise. Pushing a passed pawn. The passed pawn moves towards its goal. This is the strongest option. This creates a pawn chain, linked pawns that form a strong structure. Pushing a passed pawn. A solid choice. This threatens to tactically win a rook. After all captures, this is an equal trade. Right on target. One of the best moves. A very strong play. A solid choice. This puts the rook behind the other player's passed pawn. Pushing a passed pawn. One of the best moves. Very precise. Placing a rook behind an opposing passed pawn can inhibit the pawn's ability to promote. The passed pawn moves towards its goal. This is the strongest option. A very strong play. A solid choice. Right on target. Very precise. This steps away from the checking rook. This is the strongest option. This wins a rook. That's fine. One of the best moves.